Halloween is upon us, and it seems there's no better time to take a look at some scary LEGO sets released over the years to get both frightened and entertained. So, without further ado, let me present you with my most subjective list of the top 10 creepiest LEGO sets ever released. Number 10. The Ghost Train, released in 2012. It's one of the 13 LEGO Monster Fighter sets ever released, and unfortunately I missed out on the entire team, and it had ghosts, werewolves, zombies, vampires, all that good Halloween stuff. This black and white creepy train made out of bones and darkness contained of 741 pieces, and it was retailing for $80, and I must say this train looks like something that Freddy Krueger could be using to get to work. Number 9. General Grievous from LEGO Star Wars, a part of Buildable Figures line also known as Constructions, and yes, that's the same line that got us LEGO Bionicle. This Grievous was released in 2015 and it contained of 186 pieces, but don't let it fool you, I have this thing and it was massive. Well, before I took it apart for scraps, that is. This set was retailing for $35 or euros. And paying that amount got you this absolutely creepy monster with a metal ribcage, mechanical limbs, half-revealed lung, and the claws of a beast from nightmares, and a never-ending cough. To be imagined or reenacted, not included in this set. Number 8. The legendary set from LEGO The Lord of the Rings, The Tower of Orthanc, released in 2013. Arguably, this is one of the most scary LEGO builds of all time, and it depicts one of the darkest locations of the entire fantasy genre. If the pure evil emanating from the front of this 73-tall monstrosity built out of 2,359 pieces, or those creepy insides with traps, hidden chambers, and a cold room with direct line to Sauron aren't enough to scare you, you have Grima, Saruman, an orc, and an Uruk-hai to do this job for you. And if even that isn't enough, just take a look at its prices at the secondary market. They vary from 2.5 to 5 times as much as RRP, which was about 200 euros or dollars, depending on what part of the world you live in. On number 7 we have the Bone Demon from LEGO Monkey Kit, released in the middle of this year and containing of 1,375 pieces. Why this set is on the list is pretty self-explanatory, I think. It is a haunted hybrid of a ghost, a skeleton and a mech, which can turn into a possessed skull scorpion for some reason, and yeah, with some pretty creepy LEGO minifigures as bad guys of this set, retailing for 100 euros or $120. The most frightening thing though is the number of stickers it comes with, as it has 32 of those in total. That means on average you place a sticker every 33 pieces you lay down. Number 6 is Umarak the Destroyer from LEGO Bionicle. This guy looks like Balrog from The Lord of the Rings got dumped into a pool of a toxic waste and somehow got sent back from the future instead of a Terminator. This scary beast contained of 191 pieces and it was retailing for humble 25 euros or dollars. And it would be one of the perfect Halloween LEGO sets for you to get if it wasn't available only throughout the 2016, so just for a year. I guess the best do die young. And isn't that a really scary thought? Number 5 is a Halloween horror classic from the LEGO Hidden Side team. It featured teenagers stranded on a scary graveyard, a skeleton rising from the dead, a haunted tree, and a possessed groundkeeper. The Graveyard Mystery, how the set was called, was released in 2019 and it was containing of 335 pieces and it was retailing for about $30 or euros. It depicted a scene which can appear in any horror movie and it did so realistically. Moreover, this set allowed you to reenact this scene via app in virtual reality. Come for the general creepiness, stay for the fun with the dead. Number 4 on the list is from LEGO Marvel, released this year in 18+ line. This bust, retailing for 16 euros or dollars, contains of 565 pieces. If a monstrous jaw with unveiled gums, sharp-tongued teeth and an obscenely creepy tongue sticking out from them won't make it a good Halloween LEGO set, I don't know what will. I dare you to install some LED lights inside this Lego Venom's mouth and use it as a night lamp. Number 3 is a set from one of my favorite Lego teams, Ninjago's Skull Sorcerer's Dragon, which by the way I haven't picked up yet. I don't know if there's something much creepier than a revived skeleton of an undead dragon with an exposed ribcage and a heart full of bones and spiders spreading fear and havoc on demonic wings. This beast containing of 1016 pieces is retailing for 18 euros or dollars, and it was released last year and it will retire this year. And I must say, the thought of me missing out of this set while looking for that one perfect discount really scares me, but I guess that's just Halloween before Black Friday for you. Number 2 on the list is the Upside Down, often incorrectly referred to as Lego Stranger Things. If you watched this huge Netflix hit, I think that one look at Will Byers' house will be enough to scare you, and if not, look at this minifigure of Demogorgon. This 2287 pieces set was released in 2019 and it is currently listed on the Lego website as retiring soon. And finally, number 1, Lego Scala swinging stroller. Because just look at it. I dare you, look at it. With its 17 pieces, it came from the 1999 just to haunt you. And it will stay with you and love you. Forever. And ever. And ever. I hope that you enjoyed this Halloween countdown. Now go and spread the dread and terror upon your family and friends.